Okay, now what's really cool, this is really motivational. How much time I got? 20 minutes. Is that same thing, I am because, so that. This is what we talk about when in a lot of these courses is you can say in the future what it is that you are because why you're there and so that. Because the subconscious mind doesn't make a distinction between what is today and what is in the future. See, the book that I have here was something that I just put out. I got my first royalty check. Isn't that cool? But the thing about it was on my car, I said I'd never have one of those little realtor, signs on my car ever since the Century 21 peel-off ones, like that. So I'm never going to have one of those again. And I was kind of like, you know what? I drive 100,000 miles or 40,000 miles a year in real estate, and how many millionaires do I pass that don't know that I'm a real estate agent? So, I've got this buyaustin.com on the side of my car, and but it's a very tasteful one. But it also says broker, and it says author, and it says speaker. And what's pretty interesting is that I had that driving around for the last year before I became an author. I had it on my car because my subconscious mind didn't make the difference between what was going to be. And it was hard to get in my car every day and see that word author on there and not have the book finished. So I think that it's really important that we look that in the future you can go ahead and say and make the claim, and we're teaching our kids this, that I am a best-selling author, and I don't have a problem with that. I'm a highly paid speaker. That's what I want to do. What is it that you all want to do in the future? But then use it in the current context of I am, as if it already exists. So, does this make sense?
Yeah. Except if you're running for political office.
There's a whole conversation about that too, as far as if you're only going to be 5'2", and you want to be an NBA player, you have to. There's also Scott teaches about being real and being realistic. But hey, I never thought I'd be, this little Learjet that we were talking about. The reason this guy flies around in this Learjet is because it's cheaper for him. Because he can fly around in his Learjet, get to places quicker. He's a best-selling author and an evangelistic speaker, and he can hit 3 different conferences, and in a 2-day period, because he's got this Learjet, as opposed to only hitting 1 or 2 conferences, and having to carry his whole crew with him and go fly the first class, and then have to pay for all the other people. So he's actually cheaper. When I picked him up from the airport, I go, "Why do you fly around a Learjet? I think that's really cool. Tell me how I can do that." He goes, "Make your time so valuable that it's cheaper for you to fly this way." It's like, wow, what a concept. Okay, so I've got this really cool thing about the airplane, but I'm going to skip over that because I think really that this is something that I'm really passionate about. It kind of came in bits and pieces over a several-year period. Just like that jet I was talking about, a Learjet or any other jet is a perfect example of the balance between power and control. That's how we live our lives. If you have a jet that has all the power but has nobody behind the controls, what's going to happen? If you have all the control but no power behind it, what's it going to do? Not go anywhere. So life is just like any other airplane, there's balance between power and control. The plane never really flies straight. It's always making adjustments. So everything always starts out with a purpose that is in the mind of the Creator before it has been created. So whatever your life is, whatever your ultimate career is, perfect career, perfect life, has to start in the unmanifested. In the mind of the Creator, unmanifested. You know what I'm trying to say, unmanifested. It's kind of like we were talking about the 3M sticker. That was a mistake. But then, I was thinking, then he talked about Velcro. He was like, who invented Velcro? What a cool idea. All they did probably was look at a zipper and go, how could we make a better zipper? Well, who created the zipper? It was all created in the mind, trying to solve a problem, really. And that's what we're in the business of, is solving problems. It's all about who's going to do what, when, who, what, where, who, what, where, when, and how. And this is going to be a little bit different. This is how to create a business plan. I'm going to back up because I think this is something that's important too.